good people? It is your boy Nick Crenshaw with another episode of What That Walk Like. Today will be another one of those awesome episodes called Twerking for Jesus. Twerking for the Lord, twerking for Jesus. Now, the Lord loves strippers, dope boys, scammers, harlots. I said harlots. It sounds extra holy when you say harlots. I'm not gonna use the other word. Harlots, kick door professionals, addicts, and anybody else you could think of. I know a few of all of those. I know a few people in all of those different categories, and you have to understand that the Lord loves us all. Because even though you might look polished today, you have not always looked so polished. And even though you might not fit in one of those categories, believe me, there was, and without His grace is a category for you. With that being said, I know you might see, because you were profitable in those areas as a gifting. I don't think that you need to use what you thought was a gift for the Lord. That is not needed. I'm just saying, like, I got to keep it real with you. Say it like this. If you are stuck on holding on to one portion of your past life with one hand and a new life that Christ is trying to provide for you with another, you will never get what you need. Something you got to let go of. So, this is not just a portion talking about you can't work for Jesus. This is a portion really talking about what do we need to let go of in order to experience Jesus in the fullness of it. Let's talk about it, people. Right, good people, we are back at it. Let's have this combo, baby. Now, I know the turn up is real. I do. And when you out there, you listening to your favorite worship song, and it's in you. It's in you. And some things just ain't fully out you yet. You brand new. You might be brand new in your faith. Some of y'all been in your faith for a while, still struggle with the same thing. But you might be brand new to everything, and you feeling this worship music, and you want to get down like you do on the weekend, man. So you drop down and get your eagle on. Or you might, or you might bust down Tatiana. Maybe that's your move. You saw the shoulders. Yeah, you did. So maybe that's one of the things that's a part of your life. I'm just saying that might not be a thing that needs to live on. That might be something that just needs to die. Just go ahead and just have a funeral service for it. Just let it go. Because it doesn't match up with the new season in your life. I got partners that dibble and dabble in pharmaceuticals, and to take trap money and you paying your regular tithes off your trap money. I appreciate you trying to further the kingdom agenda, but we can also just stop trapping and not use trap money to further that agenda, because with your new relationship with Christ also can come a new life for you. Maybe you can get into praise dancing. You just can't just don't throw it back and look back at it in the middle of it. You got to work on these areas. We all do. This is not just you thing. This is a us thing. We have to have a better walk. And that sometimes includes dying to an old life. Like, we don't really talk about this all that much, but it is extremely important for you to understand that a renewed mind means a new way of looking at things. Now, I'm not talking about, like, just in case you didn't see it, righteous and ratchet. I'm not talking about holy. I'm not talking about trying to put on a front face about who you are. I'm talking about maturing in who you are. How you act as a child should not be how you act as a teenager. And how you act as a teenager can't be how you act as an adult. I know there's levels to this, baby. I know there's levels to it. And you might still be at a child level, and I expect to see child things at child levels. But if you've been walking out your faith for a while, you at least need to be a teenager in this bad boy. And then if you have been at a teenager place in your faith for way too long, then, scripture, when I was a child, I act like a child. But when I became a man, I put all of my childish things away. There are levels to it, baby. Step your game up a little bit. Get to that next level in your faith. When you're walking this thing out, it is not this. People will lie to you and tell you your walk in faith is going to be level ground walk, and that is not true. It is a lot of valley lows, and mountain highs. And it takes a lot, even though people want to be on top of the mountain, for the scenic views and the experience and all that great stuff. It takes a lot to get up there. It takes work to get up there. It takes effort to get. You have to have a set mind to go up there. So it's a lot that comes with that. So my hope is that you continue to mature in your faith and become better. And that comes with this. I remember you always, and you may have heard the same story about there are two dogs in a fight. What dog wins? And the answer to that is whatever dog you feed. Because that dog is going to be the strongest. That dog is going to have more grasp of his senses. And people say, man, if you're hungry for something, you fighting for something. But you can be hungry for something and you can fight for it. But if you're too weak to continue to fight for something, that is not going to benefit you at all. You better win quick. And that is most people's problem. They get into this life, or into this, people call it the game called life, and think that you're going to win quick. And that is just not a reality. This is a lifelong pursuit. And in order for you to be able to pursue something for a lifetime, you have to continue to nourish yourself and to put what is needed inside of you in order to move forward. And so, if you still twerking in the middle of praise and worship at church, or if you on the praise dance team, but you can't get that up out your system like you want to, you got to move around like that, then that's probably because there are areas of your life you're continuing to feed, and maybe your walk you are starving. Maybe you need to just flip that a little bit. You need to feed the things that are the most important, which is your faith, because that's what you're going to call on when times get rough. Hopefully that's what you want to celebrate when times are great. That's what you will prayerfully depend on from now throughout eternity. Even your eternity is a celebration of your faith in something that you could not see and something that you could not tangibly touch, but your hope in it became tangible once you transition from what was in front of your face. And that, for me, that's a beautiful way of looking at it. For me, that gives me hope. And for me, it gives me something to strive for and to push forward for. So that's my hope for you. I hope that you're feeding the right thing in your life so that you can have the right results. And like I said, you can't look back at it, baby. You can't be throwing themselves to look back at it. But in reality, you can't look back at that past life, glorifying it, saying, boy, I remember when I was in the club, or I remember when they used to make it rain on your girl, or I remember when I used to be up in that trap and it used to be booming, baby. I used to make that thing flip about 55 times. Next thing you know, I got a new Maserati. So, you can't, or you can't be, and I see people be wanting to be gangsters for Jesus too. You can't glorify when you used to let them shots ring out, or you used to whoop people in the street. I will whoop you for Jesus. I will whoop you for Jesus. Jesus didn't ask you to whoop nobody. Stop it. Nobody asked you to whoop nobody for Jesus. That's people's mindset sometimes, because they want to drag what they came out of into their present day reality. And your present day reality is that you've been saved by grace, not by any works of your own, and not to fulfill works of this world, but to fulfill a purpose that he has placed in you for his glory, and his glory alone, not your own, not so that you can look back at your life and be like, I made it, ooh, and this is a heart check to see what you're chasing and everything else, and this is a lot. So let's share within the comments maybe what you might be looking back at. Sometimes I used to look back at part of my past, and I used to glorify things that brought him no glory. And I had to do a heart check on myself, do a heart check about what I was glorifying, and create a new reality of what I will be pushing towards. And so, what are you looking back at? What are some of the areas of your life that, we got to tighten up? And let's have this honest discussion within the comments. Share about what you're going through. Also, do not forget to push that subscribe button, baby. Push the subscribe button. And tell your mama and your cousin all them to push the subscribe button on their pages too. Do that for your boy. Also, man, push that like button. I hope you liked today's content. I hope it was beneficial in some type of way. And I hope it was beneficial enough for you to share with your circle, man. With the people around you. Somebody that might benefit, that cousin Pookie that you've been trying to talk to about Jesus. And he kind of love the Lord. But, some parts of his past that he like to look back at. Share it with Pookie. Let Pookie know. Pookie need to know. And Shaquanda. Anyway, I only use those names because them sound like my friends or my people. So, look, if you know somebody that could benefit from this information, man, holla at them, share this with them. Also, don't forget, check out everything we got to offer on our Facebook page at Nick Crenshaw Speaks, and also on our Instagram page at _Nick Crenshaw. Thank you for joining me today, and I will see you next time. Holla at your boy, baby. Yeah.
Talk to him, Tom. Look, another light gone by the sunset. Go. How I learn how to shoot through the doors of a coupe and I can't buy a gun yet. Go. Why I'm having to prove I'm a man in pursuit of the meaning of life. Go. When the only way to pass is, nigga, you detained in the reading the rights. Want a piece of the pie, so I'm seeking a slice. Yes. When the blind lead the blind, it get harder to find.